This authorized audiobook of past lives, present purpose, uncovering your soul's journey, by Seraphina Hartwell is presented by Soul Sanctuary Audio. Copyright 2025 Seraphina Hartwell. All rights reserved. ISBN 9798316225682. 5 Soul Contracts. Who are the key people in your life? The invisible threads that bind us. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, intricate web, its threads shimmering faintly under the light of an unseen sun. Each strand connects you to someone, a partner, a friend, a mentor, even a stranger, forming bonds that transcend time and space. These connections aren't random. They're deliberate agreements made before this lifetime began. They are soul contracts, sacred pacts between souls designed to guide your journey, challenge your growth, and fulfill your purpose. In this chapter, we'll explore the profound concept of soul contracts, helping you identify who these key players are in your life, understand their roles, and navigate the complexities of these relationships with wisdom and compassion. The concept of soul contracts, blueprints for growth. Before you were born into this world, your soul participated in what spiritual traditions call the pre-birth planning phase. During this timeless moment, you collaborated with other souls to create a blueprint for your current incarnation, a map outlining the lessons, challenges, and opportunities you'd encounter. Central to this plan are soul contracts, agreements forged with specific individuals to play pivotal roles in your evolution. Think of soul contracts as cosmic scripts written not to dictate every detail, but to provide structure and meaning. Some contracts bring love and support, while others introduce conflict or hardship, all with the shared goal of fostering growth. For instance, a parent might agree to teach resilience through tough love, or a romantic partner might choose to mirror your deepest insecurities so you can heal them. It's important to note that soul contracts aren't about blame or victimhood. While some agreements may feel challenging, they're ultimately acts of service performed by both parties. Every relationship is a two-way street, offering mutual opportunities for learning and transformation. Understanding this perspective allows you to approach even the most difficult dynamics with gratitude rather than resentment. Identifying soul contracts, recognizing the architects of your journey. How do you know which relationships stem from soul contracts? The answer lies in their impact on your life. These connections tend to evoke strong emotions, whether positive or negative, and often feel fated, as though meeting certain people was inevitable. Pay attention to recurring themes, synchronicities, and the intensity of your interactions. Below are signs that someone may be part of your soul contract. Instant recognition. You meet someone for the first time but feel an inexplicable sense of familiarity, as if you've known them forever. Emotional intensity. Interactions with this person stir powerful feelings, joy, frustration, awe, or even anger that linger long after the moment passes. Mirror effect. This individual reflects aspects of yourself back to you, often highlighting qualities you admire, fear, or need to address. Life-altering impact. Their presence significantly shifts your trajectory, whether by inspiring change, presenting obstacles, or catalyzing self-discovery. Synchronicity. Encounters with this person occur at pivotal moments, almost as if orchestrated by fate. To deepen your understanding, consider journaling about the people who fit these criteria. Write down how each relationship has shaped you, noting patterns and insights that emerge. Over time, a clearer picture will form of who holds these sacred agreements with you. Navigating relationships, turning challenges into opportunities. Once you've identified your soul contracts, the next step is navigating these relationships with intention and grace. Not all soul contracts are easy. Some come bearing gifts wrapped in thorns. Here are tips for approaching these connections constructively. Shift perspective. Instead of viewing conflicts as personal attacks, see them as invitations to grow. Ask yourself, what lesson is this person here to teach me? Practice empathy. Remember that everyone involved in a soul contract is playing a role agreed upon beforehand. Try to view others through the lens of compassion, recognizing their humanity and struggles. Set boundaries, even within soul contracts. It's essential to protect your well-being. Healthy boundaries ensure that relationships remain supportive rather than draining. Communicate openly. Honest dialogue fosters understanding and healing. Share your thoughts and feelings calmly, inviting reciprocal vulnerability. Release attachment to outcomes. Trust that the universe has a larger plan. Let go of trying to control how things unfold, focusing instead on staying present and open-hearted. By embracing these principles, you transform potentially toxic dynamics into sources of empowerment and insight. Exercises for reflection, mapping your soul connections. To further explore your soul contracts, try the following guided activities. The lifeline exercise. Draw a horizontal line on a piece of paper representing your life timeline. Mark significant events and relationships along the line, noting when each person entered your story. Reflect on how each relationship influenced your path. Did they help you overcome fears? Teach you patience? Push you toward dreams you didn't believe were possible? The mirror meditation. Sit quietly and visualize someone with whom you share a deep connection. Imagine looking into their eyes and seeing your own reflection staring back. What traits do you notice? Are there qualities you admire or dislike in them that also exist within you? Journal about what this exercise reveals. The gratitude letter. Choose a person tied to one of your soul contracts, even if the relationship feels unresolved, and write them a letter expressing gratitude for the lessons they've brought into your life. You don't have to send it unless you feel called to do so. Simply writing the words can shift your energy around the relationship. Dream work exploration. Before bed, set the intention to dream about your soul contracts. Keep a notebook nearby to record any images, symbols, or emotions that arise upon waking. Dreams often serve as gateways to subconscious truths, providing clues about your agreements. Case study, a teacher disguised as a foe. Let's delve into the story of Rachel, whose tumultuous friendship with Sarah became a cornerstone of her spiritual awakening. For years, Rachel viewed Sarah as a source of constant drama and betrayal. However, during a past life regression session, she discovered memories of serving together as sisters in a medieval convent, bound by vows of loyalty. Realizing their current dynamic mirrored unresolved guilt and mistrust from that era, Rachel approached Sarah with newfound empathy. Through heartfelt conversations and mutual forgiveness, they transformed their relationship into one of profound healing and support. Rachel's experience illustrates how soul contracts operate beneath the surface, shaping our lives in ways we may not immediately recognize. By leaning into these connections with curiosity and courage, we unlock their transformative potential. Weaving the threads together. As we close this chapter, take a moment to reflect on the invisible threads connecting you to those around you. Who are the architects of your soul's journey? How have they challenged, inspired, or supported you? And most importantly, how can you honor these agreements with awareness and love? In the next chapter, we'll explore how integrating past life insights can illuminate your current life purpose, aligning your daily actions with your soul's mission. But for now, Trust that every relationship in your life serves a higher purpose, even the ones that test you most. Embrace the beauty of these connections, knowing they're guiding you toward wholeness. 6. Aligning with your current life purpose, the compass within, the call of your soul's mission. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, uncharted forest. The air hums with possibility, and somewhere deep within its labyrinthine paths lies a treasure uniquely yours to uncover. A purpose that transcends this single lifetime. This chapter invites you to step boldly into that wilderness, armed with the insights gained from exploring past lives, karmic wounds, and soul contracts. Together, we'll illuminate the path forward, equipping you with tools to discover your life's mission, integrate ancient wisdom into your present journey, and align every action with your higher calling. Discovering your life purpose, unveiling the blueprint. Your life purpose is not something external waiting to be found. It resides within you, encoded in the very fabric of your being. It is the thread that ties together all your lifetimes, guiding you toward fulfillment and contribution. To uncover it, you must first quiet the noise of societal expectations, self-doubt, and fear, allowing your inner voice to emerge clearly. One powerful technique for discovering your purpose is vision mapping. Begin by gathering images, words, or symbols that resonate deeply with you, things that evoke excitement, passion, or peace. Arrange them on a board or digital canvas, creating a visual representation of what inspires you. As you study the map, patterns will emerge, revealing clues about your true north. Ask yourself, what themes repeat? What activities make my heart race with joy? What problems do I feel compelled to solve? Another method involves reflecting on moments when you felt most alive. Recall times when time seemed to disappear because you were so absorbed in an activity. Perhaps it was teaching, creating art, helping others, or solving complex challenges. These peak experiences often point directly to your purpose, as they reflect alignment with your soul's desires. For those who have undergone past life regression, revisiting those memories can also shed light on recurring roles or passions. Were you a healer, a storyteller, a protector, or a builder in another era? These archetypes may still hold relevance today, offering hints about how you're meant to serve in this lifetime. Integrating past life insights, illuminating the present path. The knowledge gleaned from past life explorations isn't just fascinating, it's practical. By understanding the lessons, talents, and unresolved issues carried over from previous incarnations, you gain invaluable context for navigating your current journey. For example, if you recall being a teacher in a past life, you might find fulfillment in mentoring others now. If you struggled with authority figures before, recognizing this pattern can help you heal old wounds and approach leadership differently. Talents honed in prior lifetimes, whether artistic, intellectual, or interpersonal, can guide career choices and creative pursuits today. To integrate these insights effectively, consider journaling prompts like, what skills or gifts from past lives am I using or neglecting? In this one, how can I transform past struggles into strengths? What unfinished business do I need to address to move forward? By weaving these threads into your daily life, you create a tapestry rich with meaning, where each decision feels intentional and aligned with your soul's evolution. Setting intentions and goals, charting the course. Once you've identified your purpose, the next step is translating it into tangible actions. Setting intentions and goals bridges the gap between inspiration and manifestation, ensuring that your dreams don't remain abstract but take root in reality. Start by crafting a clear intention statement. Unlike traditional goals, which focus solely on outcomes, intentions emphasize the energy and values behind your actions. For instance, instead of saying, I want to earn $100,000 this year, try, I intend to use my talents to create abundance while uplifting others. This shift places emphasis on purpose rather than mere achievement. From there, break your intention into actionable steps. Use the SMART framework: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, to structure your goals. For example, if your purpose involves writing, set milestones such as completing a draft by a certain date or submitting work to publishers monthly. Celebrate small victories along the way. They fuel momentum and reinforce commitment. Visualization practices can amplify this process. Each morning, spend 5 minutes imagining yourself living fully aligned with your purpose. Picture the emotions, environments, and interactions associated with success. Feel gratitude as though it's already happening. This practice primes your subconscious mind to recognize opportunities and act decisively. Maintaining alignment, staying connected to your higher purpose. Aligning with your purpose is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing practice. Life's inevitable twists and turns can pull you off course, making it essential to cultivate habits that keep you tethered to your higher mission. Here are some strategies to maintain alignment. Daily reflection. End each day by asking, did my actions today reflect my purpose? Where did I stray and why? Honesty fosters accountability and growth. Mindful check-ins. Throughout the day, pause to assess whether your thoughts and behaviors align with your values. A simple question like, is this serving my greater good, can redirect misplaced efforts. Gratitude practice. Regularly acknowledge the blessings and lessons in your life. Gratitude amplifies positivity and attracts more opportunities aligned with your purpose. Community support. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Share your journey with trusted friends or join groups focused on personal development and spirituality. 5. Energy clearing. Periodically cleanse stagnant energies through rituals like meditation, breath work, or spending time in nature. Fresh energy creates space for new possibilities. Additionally, revisit your vision map and intention statements regularly. Update them as needed to reflect shifts in perspective or circumstances. Flexibility ensures that your path remains dynamic and responsive to your evolving needs. Case study, From Lost to Luminescent. Let's explore the story of Daniel, whose journey exemplifies the power of aligning with one's purpose. After years of feeling stuck in a corporate job, Daniel embarked on a quest for clarity. Through past life regression, he uncovered memories of being a healer in ancient Egypt, channeling divine wisdom to aid the sick. Inspired by these revelations, he began studying alternative medicine and eventually transitioned to a career in holistic health. At first, doubt crept in. Could he really leave behind financial security for an uncertain future? But by setting clear intentions, I am here to heal and empower others, and breaking his vision into manageable steps, Daniel steadily built a thriving practice. Today, he credits his success to staying connected to his higher purpose, even during challenging times. Daniel's story reminds us that alignment requires courage, patience, and persistence, but the rewards are immeasurable. A lifelong journey of fulfillment. As we conclude this chapter, remember that discovering and living your purpose is less about perfection and more about progress. Every step you take brings you closer to embodying the fullest expression of your soul. By integrating past life insights, setting meaningful intentions, and maintaining alignment through mindful practices, you ensure that your days are infused with purpose and passion. In the next chapter, We'll delve into real-life stories of transformation, showcasing how others have used past life work to catalyze profound change. Until then, trust that your soul knows the way. Listen closely to its whispers, and let them guide you toward the life you were born to live. 7 real-life stories of transformation through past life work. Pathways to awakening. The ripple effect of discovery. There's a quiet magic in hearing someone else's story. It reminds us that we are not alone, that our struggles and triumphs echo across time and space. In this chapter, we'll journey alongside individuals who have undergone profound transformations through past life exploration. Their stories serve as lanterns, illuminating the path for those ready to embark on their own soulful quests. Each narrative is unique yet universal, offering lessons that resonate deeply with the human experience. As you read, allow these tales to spark curiosity, courage, and inspiration within you. Transformative journeys, lives forever changed. Story 1, From Fear to Freedom, Sarah's Liberation. Sarah had always been plagued by an inexplicable fear of water. Even standing near a swimming pool made her heart race and her palms sweat. Despite years of therapy, she couldn't pinpoint its origin until a past life regression session revealed memories of drowning during the Titanic disaster. In vivid detail, Sarah recalled herself as a young woman clutching the railing of a sinking ship, waves crashing over her as panic consumed her final moments. The memory was harrowing but cathartic. With the guidance of her therapist, Sarah revisited the scene, this time visualizing herself being rescued by a loving presence, a metaphorical act of self-compassion. Over several sessions, she released the trauma stored in her soul, replacing it with forgiveness and peace. Today, Sarah swims confidently, no longer haunted by her phobia. She credits her transformation to understanding the root cause of her fear and consciously choosing to heal it. Her journey teaches us that unresolved traumas from past lives can manifest as irrational fears in the present, and that confronting them head-on opens doors to freedom. Key takeaway: healing begins when we face what frightens us most. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward despite it. Story 2, Breaking the Cycle, Marcus's Redemption. Marcus struggled with relationships his entire life. Every romantic partnership ended in betrayal or abandonment, leaving him bitter and distrustful. During a regression session, he uncovered memories of himself as a soldier in medieval Europe, where he betrayed his closest comrade out of jealousy over a shared love interest. The guilt from that betrayal followed him across lifetimes, manifesting as recurring patterns of mistrust and heartbreak. Through guided meditations and forgiveness exercises, Marcus worked to release the karmic weight of his actions. He visualized apologizing to his former friend and asking for forgiveness, feeling the burden lift with each heartfelt word. This process allowed him to approach new relationships with vulnerability and openness. Today, Marcus is happily married, having finally broken free from the cycle of betrayal. Key takeaway: karmic wounds often replay themselves until we acknowledge and heal them. Forgiveness, not just of others, but of ourselves, is the key to breaking destructive cycles. Story 3, Rediscovering Purpose, Elena's Calling. Elena felt lost for much of her adult life, unsure of her place in the world. A successful marketing executive on paper, she felt unfulfilled and disconnected from her true self. Her breakthrough came during a group regression workshop, where she remembered herself as a healer in ancient Greece, tending to wounded soldiers and villagers with herbs and prayers. These memories reignited a passion for holistic wellness that Elena had suppressed for years. Inspired by her past life role, she enrolled in courses to become a certified herbalist and energy healer. Within months, she left her corporate job to pursue her newfound calling full-time. Clients often remark on her intuitive ability to understand their needs, a skill she believes stems from lifetimes of practice. Key takeaway: our soul remembers its gifts and passions, even if our conscious mind forgets. Listening to these whispers can lead us back to our purpose. Story 4. Healing Across Generations, Maya's Legacy. Maya grew up hearing stories about her grandmother, a fiercely independent woman who fled war-torn Poland to start anew in America. But beneath her resilience lay deep sorrow. She had left behind a child she could never reunite with. Maya always felt a strange connection to her grandmother's pain, though she couldn't explain why. During a regression session, Maya discovered that she and her grandmother had shared a soul contract spanning multiple lifetimes. In one incarnation, they were mother and daughter, separated by tragedy. Understanding this bond helped Maya make sense of her lifelong empathy for refugees and displaced families. She channeled this insight into founding a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting immigrant women and children. Key takeaway: soul contracts connect us across generations, weaving threads of destiny into our family histories. Recognizing these ties can inspire acts of service and healing. Lessons learned, threads of wisdom. Each of these stories offers timeless truths that transcend individual experiences. Healing is nonlinear. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. Forgiveness frees us, whether forgiving others or ourselves. Releasing resentment clears space for growth and renewal. Purpose finds us when we're ready. Our soul's mission isn't something we find externally. It emerges naturally when we align with our authentic selves. For connection is sacred. Relationships, whether familial or karmic, hold immense power to shape and elevate our journeys. Inspiration and motivation, your turn to transform. As you reflect on these stories, consider how they mirror your own life. Have you ever felt trapped by fears you couldn't explain? Do certain relationships feel fated, yet fraught with challenges? Or perhaps you've sensed a deeper calling waiting to be unearthed. Whatever your situation, know this: the tools and insights shared throughout this book are designed to empower you to take the first step. Remember, transformation begins with curiosity, a single question whispered to the universe. Who am I beyond this lifetime? Trust that the answers will come, not always in dramatic revelations, but in subtle shifts that gradually reshape your reality. Take inspiration from Sarah, Marcus, Elena, and Maya. They didn't start their journeys with certainty or ease. They began with questions, doubts, and a flicker of hope. Yet, by leaning into the unknown, they uncovered treasures hidden within themselves. You can too. A call to adventure. This chapter marks a turning point in your reading journey. While the previous chapters laid the groundwork, exploring history, techniques, and concepts, this is where theory meets practice. The stories you've encountered aren't meant to remain distant examples. They're invitations to action. What will your story look like? In the conclusion ahead, we'll tie together all the threads of this book, offering final reflections and encouragement as you prepare to step onto your own path of discovery. Until then, carry these narratives with you. Let them remind you that transformation is possible, that healing is available, and that your soul's journey is far from over. Conclusion: embracing the eternal journey, a tapestry woven with timeless threads. As we reach the final pages of this book, take a moment to reflect on the journey we've shared, a voyage through lifetimes, memories, and the boundless depths of your soul. Together, we've explored the ancient wisdom of reincarnation, unraveled the mysteries of karma, deciphered the sacred agreements of soul contracts, and illuminated the path to discovering your life's purpose. Each chapter has been a stepping stone, guiding you closer to understanding who you are beyond the confines of this single lifetime. Let's revisit the key points that have shaped our exploration. The concept of past lives. We delved into the rich tapestry of history and belief systems, uncovering how cultures across time have embraced the idea of reincarnation as a framework for understanding existence. Signs you've lived before. Through déjà vu, unexplained fears, innate talents, and other subtle indicators, we learn to recognize echoes of past lives woven into the fabric of our present experiences. Past life regression techniques. With practical tools and guided exercises, we ventured into the realm of regression therapy, empowering you to access memories and insights hidden within your subconscious. Healing karmic wounds. By identifying recurring patterns and releasing unresolved baggage, we discovered how healing karmic wounds can free us from cycles of pain and open doors to growth. Soul contracts. We examined the profound connections between souls, recognizing the people in our lives as co-creators of our journey, here to teach, challenge, and support us. Aligning with your life purpose. Through intention setting, goal alignment, and mindful practices, we charted a course for living authentically and fulfilling your soul's mission. Real-life stories of transformation. The inspiring journeys of individuals like Sarah, Marcus, Elena, and Maya reminded us that transformation is possible and often begins with a single courageous step. These themes form the foundation of a greater truth. Your soul's journey is eternal, spanning lifetimes and dimensions, yet deeply intertwined with the here and now. Every memory, relationship, and challenge carries meaning, offering opportunities for growth, healing, and self-discovery. Encouragement for continued exploration beyond the pages. While this book provides a roadmap, it is only the beginning of your adventure. The beauty of spiritual exploration lies in its infinite nature. There will always be new layers to uncover, new questions to ask, and new insights to embrace. Here are some ways to continue your journey beyond these pages. Deepen your practice. Commit to regular meditation, journaling, or energy work to maintain a strong connection with your higher self. These practices keep you attuned to the whispers of your soul. Seek community. Surround yourself with like-minded seekers who share your curiosity and passion for growth. Join workshops, online forums, or local groups dedicated to spirituality and personal development. Explore further resources. Dive into books, courses, and guided meditations recommended in the appendices. Expand your knowledge and refine your skills under the guidance of trusted teachers and practitioners. Trust the process. Remember that spiritual growth isn't linear. There will be moments of clarity and periods of uncertainty, but each phase contributes to your evolution. Trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Above all, stay open. The universe delights in surprising those who remain receptive to its mysteries. Be willing to follow the breadcrumbs, even when they lead you down unexpected paths. Sometimes, the most transformative discoveries arise from the smallest shifts in perspective. Final thoughts, a beacon of hope and empowerment. As you close this book, I leave you with one final thought. You are far more than the sum of your current circumstances. Beneath the surface of everyday life beats the heart of an eternal traveler, a soul wise beyond measure, resilient beyond imagination, and infinitely capable of creating beauty and meaning. Your journey may sometimes feel daunting, but know this: you are never alone. The same forces that guided you to pick up this book, the synchronicities, the nudges, the quiet yearnings, are still at work, lighting your way forward. Trust them. Trust yourself. And trust the process of becoming. May this conclusion not mark an ending but a threshold, an invitation to step boldly into the next chapter of your soul's story. Whether you choose to explore past lives, heal old wounds, deepen relationships, or align with your purpose, do so with courage and compassion. For every step you take brings you closer to wholeness, fulfillment, and the radiant light of your true self. Go forth, dear reader, with hope in your heart and empowerment in your spirit. Your soul's journey is just beginning, and the possibilities are limitless.